So one of the things that students always want to know is, what can I do after doing history and archaeology? And archaeology is something which is not, as I said, taught in many places. So what does one do? So one of the popular options for history has very often been civil services, because it is one of the subjects that you can take for the exam. So that's one option, and that all students know. Counselors also tell them. So that's not something new. But the scope of public history, or the ways to engage with people, the public, to understand how they understand history, to popularize these on a public level, to build up archives, to build up these knowledge bases, that's something which is really required. And I can give an example of this. So for example, in Bangalore, there are a group of people who are among the public, you can say, who are just interested in history, and they've built up this incredible archive, digital archive of inscriptions and other kinds of things in the city of Bangalore itself. So anyone actually can do this. Anyone can build up these kind of archives, and there is a desire to know this. There is a desire to hear of this. There is a desire to learn of this among people. And this is something which we feel our students should learn to do, which is not just produce history for a small population which can read, let's say, dense texts, but to produce these kind of ordinary day-to-day quotidian histories, material histories with which people relate to, because they are just lying all around them. There are things, there's a monument standing, there are houses in the neighborhood. How do people relate to that monument? This is something which would be in the realm of, say, public archaeology. How do people look after that monument which is in their neighborhood? How do people go to Sanchi and engage with it? How do they engage with it knowing that it is an emblem of the Buddha? So a Buddhist will engage with it in a certain way. How do ordinary people engage with it? Why do so many people go to Sanchi to visit it? These are aspects which we think is a good career option, because it not only allows them to build up an archive of information even while they're studying, and then allows them to explore these as options, as public history options in the future also, because you can take walks, public history walks, you can take heritage walks, you can take food walks. Anything is historical. A monument is historical, but food is also historical. How have various dishes been made through history? So all this can become part of expeditions which students can learn to take people on, engage with the public, write on these, write blogs, write stories, write books for children. So there are a multitude of things and career opportunities that are possible, because it allows you to engage with something that you like. You can only do this if you like it. If you like history, you can do it. If you like archaeology, you can do anything with it. So take what you like. My advice would be that you have a passion. If you have a passion for history, make it central to the way you engage with it, and allow that passion to translate itself into some other forms, the digital form, the written form, the graphic form, and take it to a larger audience. That is public history and public archaeology, to my mind.